Well, this is Jimmy McMillan. I think you know who I am now. But let me tell you what I'm doing. On the 18th of October, I delivered dinner, and I never got a chance to give you dessert. Now I want you to sit back and relax at my table of housing and what went wrong in the city, state of New York. This is the dessert of my campaign. For all the city councilmen in the city of Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, and Queens, you need to listen up. Because here's what went wrong. Rent control, rent stabilization. They have the meeting to raise the rent in July, August, and those increases don't go in effect until October. That's the way it's been. But what the landlords have been doing, if the lease is up in May, they will add to that lease, before it's in the database, whatever the decision was to raise that rent. You can easily find out who did it by going back and checking the records and finding out when those rent increases went into effect and the tenants owed money back. And the landlord should be punished for violating the law. Number two, landlords with violations. Landlords with violations are given the green light to raise the rent. So what is the purpose of HPD? What is the purpose of the Division of Housing Community Renewal? They have an enforcement division. Landlords have violations against them, and these enforcements are not being enforced. So you need to find a way not to let them go, but to work with them. And I think I was talking about violations. This is the dessert of my campaign. And the people decided not to accept my dinner. They voted for Andrew Cuomo, but I still have dessert on the table in the back, ready to be served. And this is it. This is what put the final touching points on the campaign. Now, like I said about landlords with violations, the court system should have been set up a computer base. So if the landlord evict the tenant and the tenant go to that court, all the judge needs before him is a computer. Type in the building, come up with the landlord. It'll tell you about the violations he have, as well as the tenant that lived in that apartment before you moved in. And that's where we have a problem. Many of the landlords are not registered in their buildings. Why are they not registered in their buildings? Division of Housing Community Renewal don't know how much the other tenant paid before you moved in. And that is when the court either let you live free or reduce your rent again. And that is what city council come in at. De Blasio and Quinn and all of them who are there. I just want them to know, I don't care who do it. You don't have to call me. They won't call me to find out what made me run under the rent too damn high party line. There's a lot more behind me. This is it. You tell them. I'll let them know to watch this video. The landlord not registering his building brings in another problem. That means the money he's getting from you as a tenant, he's not reporting it to Internal Revenue. Is it money laundering or tax fraud or what? Let Internal Revenue just make that decision. I'm just letting them know that the landlord has created a crime. I'm coming to get him. Since I didn't get a chance to, since you don't want to eat my dinner, maybe you'll have some of my dessert. All of these things together, the landlord had received money for capital improvement, or the landlord made capital improvement to the structure of the building. like put in windows, fix the sidewalks, or the whatever inside the building. By law, he passed that cost to you, the tenant, on your lease. He added on your lease. And that's where we have another problem. The landlord added the cost to your lease in January. He recovered his costs in May. Now, he raised your rent to cover his costs in January. Your lease was renewed in June. He never reduced your rent to where it were before. He added the new lease increases onto the increases he given you to make the capital improvement. Once again, illegally and a violation. There is more. I will keep coming back. I'll give you this now. If you have any questions, information is on the screen for your city council to contact me. They need to meet with me. They need to stop trying to play politics with me, looking for me to send them something in writing. I don't have a damn thing in writing. I'm an independent investigator. Everything is right here. This is the writing. You got to get me. This is the first time I've made any kind of tape like this, of this magnitude, because I wanted to save the dessert for last during the campaign. Since I never got a chance to serve it, I serve it to you now. This will help the people in the city of New York get their rent reduced, and that's all I care about. So I hope you all can take this and run with it and give it to your city council and your governor. They're not going to call me, but what the hell? I don't give a damn. As long as you know what I'm here to do, that's all that matters to me. And don't forget, rent is too damn high. Peace, and I love you.